Good afternoon, everybody. Um, Today is May the 30th, 2013, and can you believe that after next month, this year will be half over? You know, these months have just been flying by, the months and the weeks and the years. Um, my little Mr. Furley hasn't felt well, so I've been preoccupied by taking care of him, and he just jumped up here on my lap. Say hello, Mr. Furley. Anyway, uh, yesterday he kind of laid around all day until Joe come down to cut my grass, and then he wanted to get up and play, but Joe had trouble with the lawnmower and was not exactly in the playful mood. But anyway, I heard something interesting on the news the other day. Now, don't cuss me out, people, because I'm just telling you what I heard on the news. That George Zimmerman's attorneys are asking for donations to represent George Zimmerman. His trial starts on June the 10th, which is just 11 days away. And I believe it will be televised. I believe they will allow cameras in the courtroom. They have been talking about what they will and will not allow, what the judge will and will not allow. I watched a little bit of those. As far as the marijuana use, that Trayvon Martin had used marijuana in the past and the trouble that he'd been in school, that will not be allowed. That's going to be disallowed in the case. The jury will not be allowed to hear that. I believe the reason that they're not going to bring the fact that he had marijuana in his system on the night that he was killed is because they did not test George Zimmerman on the night that Trayvon was killed. So they don't know if George Zimmerman had anything in his system. Of course, he says no, but you don't know. He might have, and he's going to say no. I believe that's why that's not being allowed. But his attorneys are asking, they say that they need at least another $150,000, yes, baby, in order to give Zimmerman a fair trial. George Zimmerman had about a little over $200,000 that I thought was frozen, and then the judge ordered that to go to the attorneys for the attorney fees. So if they've already spent $250,000, what do they need another $150,000 for? And trial hasn't even started. So they're wanting another $150,000, and they also wanted to delay the June 10th court date, but the judge said no. The judge says court will begin on June 10th. So that's the way that's going to go. This case is going to be funny. You're going to have a hard time. Now, I wonder if they've already found the jury, because if the court's supposed to start on June the 10th, well, surely to goodness they already have a jury picked, unless they're in the process of doing that now. Somebody had made a statement that they believe that the jury pool should be shown on TV. They thought that the people of the jury should be shown on camera. And I don't think so. I don't think it's right. They've never been shown before on camera on any cases. They weren't shown in the Casey Anthony case, the Jodi Arias case, the O.J. Simpson case. So why should they be shown during the George Zimmerman trial? No, it's not right. Because this case is going to be so controversial that you're not going to make anybody happy. If he is sentenced, this group of people right here is going to be pissed off. If he gets out of it, this group of people is going to be pissed off. What good would it possibly do to show the jury? Somebody's going to be pissed at the jury either way it goes. No, you don't need to know who's on that jury. The people on the jury are not stupid. This is what people fail to understand. Just like the Casey Anthony trial. They think, well, these people must be stupid if they couldn't see she was guilty. Yeah, they could see she was guilty, and they probably knew she was guilty. But you got to go by the evidence, by the law. If that evidence is not there, you cannot give a guilty verdict. So that's why Casey Anthony got out of what she got out of. And probably why O.J. Simpson got out of what he got out of the first time. But I just feel like that Zimmerman will get some time for this. However, now after it's all said and done, let's come back and watch this again and see if I'm right. I feel like he's going to get some time, but I don't feel like he's going to get a lot of time. And some of the time that he gets is going to be time served, or he may just get house arrest. I don't think they're gonna say. And of course, the jury could just. Okay, the jury could say not guilty, but if they say guilty, that's what I'm trying to say. If they say guilty, I don't think they give him a lot of time. I think the attorneys are just basically saying, because see, they wasn't even going to charge him at first. And then there was all this uproar and ruckus, and then they decided to charge him. So I think that whatever time they give him, they're just basically going to be saying, well, we're going to use him as an example and just give him a little bit of time. You know, I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but I don't know how you feel about it. I don't know if you think that he's guilty of anything or if he's totally innocent. And that's not my business. Just like my feeling about it is really nobody's business but mine. And if you've watched my other videos, you know how I feel about the situation. So, but you know, like I said, I wasn't there. So, but I do have my feelings about what should be done and what's happened. So, what do you think? Do you think that you will be contributing to the defense of Zimmerman? I'm sure there's sites online that you can go to if you want to make a donation. But I can say this, I will not be making a donation. And until next time, bye-bye.